welcome to the final part of our how to make a filter including the medium. Today we're going to need an air pump, the filter we made including the media, a tank filled with water, and also we're going to need something to test the air pump. Right, so the first step we're going to do is fill our tank with water, which I've already gone ahead and done. So the next step is to test our air pump. So what we're going to do is we're going to plug our air pump in and test it. So now we have our tank, we're going to test our air pump. So I'm going to go ahead and plug this in and see if we've got a working air pump. So as you can probably hear, you can probably see it, our air pump is working fine. So that means we're all good. So now what we're going to go do, we've turned our air pump off and we're just going to attach it back to our filter. Like so. The next step is to attach our filter to the tank. So what we're going to do is we're going to put it down in our tank. All the way down. And just attach the suction cups. So now as you can see it's all working. So this is what it should look like. So now that we've got it working, this is what it should be looking like. It's quite good because now we can actually see all our hard work. So now that we've got it all switched on and all hooked up, you can actually see it working. So we do this for several reasons. We do it to test that the filter is actually working how it should be. There's also other reasons why we do it. We do it so that all the bad stuff that's stuck in the PVC can release out into the water and it can filter back through, which means that there'll be no harmful stuff. So now that we've cycled it for a while and tested it, it's time to put the filter we've made into our tank. So now that our filter's all correct and working, we're going to go through some tools. So first of all we have the air pump. Well, I had an air pump so it was free for me. But if you were to buy an air pump, it would probably cost you around £8. Then we move on to the airline tubing. Well, yeah, again, this was free for me, but if you were to buy an air pump, you could probably get it included in the price, which is obviously free. So now we move on to testing it, which was a tank or a bowl. Well, I had a spare tank knocking around, so it's free for me, but you could use a bowl or even a jug of water. As long as it covers the filter and you can let it run for a bit, that's fine. Then we go on to the next one, which was a screwdriver. So for me that was free also. Then we move on to suction cups. Well, for me they were free because I had them off old air pumps, filters and stuff. So that was free. But if you were to buy something, you could probably pick up about 10 for £1.99. Then we move on to a kitchen sponge. Well, a regular kitchen sponge. Normally you have them in a household anyway, so they were free for me. A plastic bottle, which was free. Because obviously you have to buy the plastic bottle, but you're buying it for the drink, not for the purpose of using it for this filter. So therefore it's free. Scissors, well most households have them anyway, so they were free again. Then move on to a lighter. Well, if you don't have a lighter, I'm sure you can pick one up for 50p, but most households have a lighter, so I count that one for free. Knife, well I use a regular old kitchen knife, so that was free too. PVC pipe, now I didn't have any of this spare, but I went on Amazon and I bought 6 lengths of 20mm for £2.50, which was quite good. Straws, well I went to a pound shop, I got some straws for £1, obviously being a pound shop, so that was £1. But I got about 200, so that's enough for me anyway. Sandpaper, well while I was at the pound shop, I also picked up some sandpaper, so that was £1 for me. So if we look at the total spend, so we're looking at £8 for the air pump plus the airline tubing. So say £1.50 for the suction cups. Oh, let's go at most £2, so let's say £2, that's £10 so far. So then we're paying £2.50 for the PVC pipe, plus another £2 for the straws and sandpaper. So that leaves us with £14.50. So we've made a filter for £14.50. So that's not pretty bad. So now that we've gone through some costs, let's go through why and how it works. So basically, why it works is because what happens is when you plug your air pump in, it creates a suction, which is going to draw water from the bottom through to the top, obviously as air rises. Let's talk about now how it works. So basically what happens is when we made it, in the top of the bottle where the lid is, we put some holes, and then we put our sponge in, and then we put our air pump in, and then we put our media on top of that, and some holes in the top of the bottle to let the air escape. So basically what happens is when your air pump's in, it's going to draw media through the bottom, which is where the holes are in the lid, through the sponge, and it's going to create a flow through the media because the air is rising, which is also going to create bacterial growth on the media, and it's going to go out through the top, therefore causing a constant flow of the media up and down. So something you need to know about this filter: it isn't a permanent solution. It's something you use as just to get by if your filter's broken, or say you're looking to buy a new filter. It's something you use for that. It's not a permanent solution at all. And that just about covers it. That's the end of our 3-part series. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me next time where we will start a new series. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to ask.